After months or even years of eager anticipation, that C-drama finally arrived, only to feel like a total betrayal. The hype was intense. The cast looks perfect, yet the final result landed like a slap in the face. How could a show with so much promise crash so spectacularly? Join us as we revisit the painful collapse of these C-dramas and expose the harsh truths behind their monumental failure. The story of Pearl Girl. The series tells a passionate legend of Coroner, a pearl-picking girl who flees the pearl farm to escape exploitation. Along the way, she meets the merchant Yan Zijin and the refined gentleman Deng Jinran. Against the unpredictable curtains of fate, she refuses to give in and eventually rises to become a celebrated female merchant. Before its premiere, many expected the story of Pearl Girl to outperform Love Game and Eastern Fantasy, starring Esther Yu Shushin. After all, the former's focus is on a female's inspiring growth story, while the latter, a fantasy drama centered on leveling up and battling monsters, seemed to offer little innovation in an already saturated genre. Yet after its release, the situation took an unexpected turn. Many viewers attribute the drama's shortcomings to two main issues. First, the main lead, played by Liu Yuning, did not meet audience expectations in terms of appearance, and second, Zhao Lucy's aggressive promotional campaign backfired. In historical dramas, actors' appearances often play a crucial role in attracting viewers, especially in period dramas where acting is less critically scrutinized. In this case, Liu failed to meet that basic standard. Some viewers bluntly stated, "No more ugly men in historical dramas." While his performance was generally acceptable, his perceived lack of compatibility for the role dampened the viewing experience for many. As for Zhao Lucy, rumors about her plastic surgery have long circulated online. Yet, under no circumstance would she admit. More notably, her efforts to promote the drama felt overwhelming as she appeared everywhere from social media to interview programs. She enlisted numerous celebrity friends and influencers to promote the show, but what drew the most criticism was her collaboration with the controversial influencer Han Anran, known for her flamboyant persona and frequent involvement in polarizing topics like cosmetic surgery. This indiscriminate approach to promotion irritated viewers who felt it reflected a desperate bid for attention rather than genuine engagement. After just a few episodes, many expressed that the plot felt slow and unengaging, with some going as far as to say they dropped the series after the first episode. Lost You Forever 2. In the second season, the story continues with Yangzi's character, Xiao Yao, finally reuniting with her cousin, Kang Xuan, played by Zhang Wenyi, and reclaiming her identity as a royal princess. Yet, in his relentless quest for the throne, Kang Xuan must set aside personal attachments and strategically use her to secure the allegiance of Tu Shanjing by Deng Wei and Qi Shui Fenglong by Wang Hengyi. Undoubtedly, the first season was a major success, earning a 7.9 rating on Douban with over 420,000 reviews and boosting the careers of actors like Zhang Wenyi, Deng Wei, and Tan Zhengsi. After a year of eager anticipation, the second season finally arrived, only to disappoint on almost every level. The plot moved slowly and often lacked logical consistency, seriously hampering the viewer's engagement. While the visual effects were more polished, the excessive and sometimes flashy use of special effects and luxurious settings made the show feel overwhelming, at times more like a stretched-out video game than an emotionally compelling series. Despite claiming to center on the independence of women, the show repeatedly sends the message that women ought to depend on men. What was promoted as a focus on the heroine's ambitions came across as superficial, with little narrative weight to support it. No characters were introduced but failed to connect with viewers rather than enriching the story. They only added to the overall sense of confusion. Additionally, the removal of the Ode of Love, the drama starring Yingzi and Xiao Zhan, from Xiao Zhan's profile sparked wildfire rumors of a behind-the-scenes breakup between them. These rumors further worsened the criticism over Yingzi's questionable acting in Lost You Forever 2. Coroner's Diary. The series follows Shen Wan, who uses her remarkable medical and forensic expertise to team up with the nobleman Yan Qi. Together, they unravel a series of mysterious cases to uncover the truth and clear her father's name. Starring Li Longdi and An Rupeng, the drama started strong, quickly gaining popularity and becoming a summer dark horse. But as the story unfolded, especially toward the end, the reception turned increasingly critical. The show's greatest strength was the chemistry between the leads, yet its biggest weakness also lay in their romantic arc. Their initial subtle, unresolved tension was compelling, but once the relationship was official, it felt like the two did little more than flirt incessantly. Kissing scenes became overly frequent with more intimacy than some full-blown romance dramas, eventually leaving viewers put off. What's more, the sudden emphasis on heavy-handed moral messaging felt forced and unnatural. The female lead began delivering sermons on female awakening, every few episodes attempting to rely on slogans and lecturers to define her character. Such an approach fell flat. Audiences would rather see growth through action, not words. On top of all these, some of the promotional techniques were particularly clumsy and backfired, most notably the revival of Li Londi's old breakup story with Zhang Xincheng. The rumor first started back in 2018, yet it resurfaced this year. Insiders claimed the pair had actually parted ways last year, and that this resurfacing was merely a stunt to drum up publicity for Coroner's diary. Obviously, it did not work out well. Fox Spirit Matchmaker, Red Moon Pact. The series follows Chushan Honghong, leader of the Chushan Fox clan, as she teams up with Dongfang Yuchi, the last survivor of the Dongfang family, on a mission to foster love between humans and demons. Together, they work to protect the sacred grounds of Tomb Mountain from dark forces and dismantle a sinister plot, sowing conflict between the two realms. Before its premiere, Fox Spirit Matchmaker Red Moon Pact was one of 2024's most anticipated dramas, generating significant excitement. Yet after its release, viewership saw a sharp decline, plummeting from over 400,000 viewers per episode in the beginning to a mere 40,000 later on. The show's failure was largely due to a bland and unoriginal plot. Many viewers felt it relied heavily on overused tropes from historical fantasy romances, with the writing, direction, and performances all falling into a repetitive, formulaic pattern that ultimately felt messy and uninspired. Casting also proved to be a stumbling block. The age gap between the leads strained believability, with 38-year-old Youngmi referring to 34-year-old Gong Jun as big brother, making it difficult for audiences to invest emotionally in the relationship. Another major issue was the characterization. Youngmi's portrayal of Chushan Honghong lacked the emotional depth and complexity the role demanded. As a powerful magical being with a rich inner life, the character required nuance and intensity. Yet Youngmi's performance came across as flat and emotionally distant. In romantic scenes especially, she projected a sense of weariness that made it seem as though her character was incapable of loving again. This pervasive feeling of exhaustion led many viewers to suggest she take a break from acting to recharge. Kill Me, Love Me. The series follows the resilient journey of Murong Junhe, a prince of the Dian Kingdom, and Mei Lin, a young woman from Qingzhou, as they navigate the turbulent currents of fate together. Adapted from a popular novel, the drama faced high expectations from devoted fans of the original work. However, the drama failed the fans, notably simplifying the emotional depth of the relationship between the two leads. What was once a nuanced and gradually unfolding romance in the novel was condensed into a cliché love at first sight scenario. The performances also came under fire. Wu Jinyan's portrayal, in particular, was widely panned online as stiff and wooden. Many viewers remarked that it felt less like acting and more like line reading. Further adding to the criticism was the casting choice surrounding the ages of the two leads. Both Wu Jinyan and Liu Shuyi are in their 30s, yet play youthful, innocent characters, a mismatch that left many audiences unconvinced. Complicating matters further was Wu's marriage announcement around the time of the drama's release, which undercut any believable chemistry with her on-screen partner. Wu's real-life marital status made it challenging to sustain any sparks between the leads, and without compelling chemistry to rally behind. The show generated little buzz or fan engagement. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Chinese Star Buzz. If you have any additional thoughts to share, please do so in the comments below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for forthcoming updates, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.